Welcome back. We're back with part 2 of these new releases to watch out for here in 2020. If you haven't seen my part 1 video, make sure you go check out that video where I went over a lot of amazing fragrances that I'm really pumped to try. Today is basically a continuation of that video. It got pretty long, and I know a lot of people don't like to sit through these awfully long videos, so I'm splitting it up here. Today we're going over a bunch more of new fragrance releases, which I'm really excited about. I'm excited to try these scents. Like I said in the first video, a lot of these aren't yet available here in the US. So no, you can't just go out and buy these already. It's still going to be a little while here. I don't know how long for sure, maybe a month or two, maybe sooner, maybe a little bit longer. I have no idea. I'm going to be covering a few of the key notes of each of these fragrances so you can kind of get an idea of how they're going to smell and what they're going to be suited for. I'm also just going to give you my thoughts on them, whether I think they're going to be worth picking up, whether I'm excited to try them, and all that good stuff. And of course, I do want to hear from you. Let me know down in the comments, what are some new releases that you're excited to try? Whether they're releases from the ones I talked about in the last video, or if you have some that I missed in the last video or missed in this video, let me know down below. And now, since we've got a lot to get through here, let's go and jump into this. So up next, we have two fragrances that we're going to cover here. We have Molecule 5 and Eccentric Molecule 5. So these fragrances are based around the note of cashmerean, which is perfect timing because I was just talking about how popular this note is in my Dior Homme 2020 review, which you can check out. One of the pretty dominant notes in Dior Homme 2020 is cashmerean along with ISO-E Super. Cashmerean is an aroma chemical that is often used in the base of designer fragrances. A lot of the popular mainstream designer fragrances utilizes this note, whether it's listed or not, like in the note pyramid on Fragrantica or on the websites. I would say in a lot of cases they are still using the note. It's a great way to increase the longevity, give it more of like a mass appealing like woodiness in a type of way, kind of similar to what they use ISO-E Super for. Two very popular aroma chemicals here. Obviously, Eccentric already has a ISO-E Super based fragrance. It's Molecule 1, which has been talked about a lot, that one around ISO-E Super. Now they're doing cashmerean. So am I going to want to try this one? Potentially, maybe. To be honest, I haven't tried any of the Molecule fragrances. I would like to get Molecule 1, ISO-E Super, and I also want to get the Ambroxan one as well. Maybe I'll pick up the cashmerean one, Molecule 5. We'll have to see. And then for Eccentric Molecule 5, we have notes of cashmerean, ambroxan, hedione, and cypress. So this one has quite a few more aroma chemicals in it that they're utilizing. So yeah, this one may be interesting too. Don't really know for sure. I don't really know if I'm going to want to pick this one up. I'll probably get Molecule 5 if anything. This one doesn't sound like it's going to be anything mind-blowing, right? A lot of aroma chemicals here that are very popular and that we've smelled in a lot of different scents. I don't know, maybe it'll be good. These don't have my attention as much as the other ones in this video do. So maybe at some point I'll pick it up, but we'll see. So up next we have another Kilian fragrance. And this one is called I Never Make the Same Mistake Twice Unless They're Crazy Hot. So yes, they're at it again with their weird naming scheme, which yeah, I guess is cool for marketing, but the first thing I think about is, okay, if I wear this fragrance in public and someone asks me what I'm wearing, I'm going to have to make some crap up because there ain't no way I'm repeating that crap off. I had to read this about 3 times to remember what it is. So, while it is cool and kind of funny and cool for marketing, I'm not the biggest fan of it. This one has notes of orange, black currant, pear, and plum, to name a few of them. No breakdown sounds pretty good, I'll be honest with you guys. So maybe this one will have some potential. Maybe it'll smell good. I haven't tried any of Kilian's fragrances from this weird naming scheme line that they have going on. Some of them have been kind of well received, and some of them have been just kind of hated on because they don't smell the best. This one does sound promising. I like the sound of pear and plum and vanilla and all that. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe I'll try it. But to be honest with you, I don't really have too much excitement for it. Up next here, we have Alien Man Mirage. This one has notes of juniper, leather, and patchouli. This one does sound pretty good, and I think it will be a better scent than the new Alien Man, which I do own, and honestly, I really do not like. Not a fan of that scent at all. I bought it to do a review on, and honestly, it smelled so bad that I don't even want to review it. I don't plan on wearing it or anything, featuring it in any videos, but this one does sound promising. Maybe it'll be an improvement over Alien Man, that new release. Again, I could be in the minority here. I don't like that one. Maybe some people do, which is cool. It's not my scent though. Alien Man Mirage does sound pretty good. I actually really like the note of juniper or juniper berries and fragrances. Gives it kind of a little bit of a unique twist, which you don't find that note as often in fragrances. So this one does sound promising, and it is one that I am pretty curious about. Up next here we have Azzaro Chrome Extreme. So I am a little bit behind on Azzaro fragrance flankers. In fact, very far behind. I don't own any of the Azzaro Chrome fragrances. I just haven't picked them up. I don't really own many Azzaro fragrances at all. So this one, I don't know, maybe I'll end up trying out. We'll have to see. So this one has notes of sea notes, juniper berries, again, cashmerean, and green mandarin. So you kind of see a little bit of a trend here. A lot of cashmerean, a lot of juniper berries. There is a little bit of a trend going on here this year so far. This one, again, actually sounds pretty promising. Maybe I will end up picking a bottle just to kind of kickstart my Azzaro Chrome line of fragrances. Again, there are so many out there that it would take me a long time to pick them all up and give my thoughts on them. It's really almost just something that it's overwhelming to get into because I see there's so many. I don't know where to start, and I'm sure some of you guys kind of experience that as well with fragrances. When there are so many different flankers, it's kind of hard to know where to start. But this one does sound promising, and maybe I will pick it up once it hits discounters and I'll give it a shot. It's just hard for me to want to pick these fragrances up at retail when you can get them a few months later for like $20. So I probably will wait for discounters with this one. When it comes to some of the other designer fragrances like the Armani fragrances and other higher end designers, those I typically will bite the bullet and pay at retail because typically they aren't going to be discounted much far off of retail price. So I will usually go ahead and pick those up at full price. But I do recommend for you guys, if you want to shop smart and try to stretch your dollar as much as you can in this hobby, which I highly recommend you do because it can be very expensive, just wait until these hit discounters. It's not going to take too long for them to make it there. It seems like at the end of 2019, a lot of the new releases hit discounters really quick. So hopefully that'll be the same here with these. And again, especially with the cheaper fragrances like the Hugos and the Azzaros and other fragrances like that, just wait until you can pick them up for like $20 or $30 online. You're going to have to wait a couple extra months, but at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. Up next, we have another fragrance that I'm very excited about. This is Giovanni Gentleman Edp Boisee. So this one has iris, patchouli, and cacao. I'm excited for this one, and the reason why is because that addition of the cacao note. That almost seems like it's pushing it more towards Dior Homme Intense. Now, Giovanni Gentleman EDP does kind of have a Valentino Uomo Intense and Dior Homme Intense type of smell to it with the iris note and the prominent vanilla, but they don't have the cacao like Dior Homme Intense does, and it doesn't really have that extra sweetness like Dior Homme Intense does. This one does sound like it's getting farther that way. It's getting more sweet, a little bit more depth to it. So we'll have to see. I'm really excited to try this one, especially because I've been really enjoying Giovanni Gentleman EDP. That vanilla and iris mixture is to die for. And honestly, if you haven't tried Giovanni Gentleman EDP, highly recommend you pick it up. It's a great scent, and it is worth a shot. This one, though, I really think is hopefully going to be good. Hopefully it's not a letdown, because I am pretty excited to try this one. As soon as I can get it, I'm going to. And lastly, for this video, we have Ferragamo by Salvatore Ferragamo. This one has vetiver, musk, and violet, to name a few of the notes here. And again, you see a trend. That vetiver and that violet note, it's been showing up here quite a few times in this list of new releases. So this is, again, one that is available. I have seen Steven from Redolescence post a review on this one. I think that's about all I've seen so far. I haven't looked too much, but this one is available, and there is at least one review on it that I know of. So you can check this one out. And this one sounds really good to me as well. Looking at the notes, kind of almost has this fougere type of thing going on, at least so it looks like. And you guys know I'm huge into fragrances like that. So I will want to try this one and pick it up. Probably going to wait just a little bit because, to be honest with you, I've bought a lot of fragrances lately. I'm kind of behind on videos. I've got so many here that I can do videos on. So when it comes to a lot of these new releases, I'm probably going to wait a little while, at least as long as I can, before I give in and say I got to try these, because that's going to happen at some point. But I'm trying my best to hold off, try to work through what I have right now, because there's a lot of it, and then I'll start trying to roll out some of these new releases. As they become available, I'll try to pick them up and do videos on them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I've never done a video like this talking about new releases that I haven't tried yet. A couple other reviewers do this type of video where they go over the new releases, and I figured I want to go ahead and start doing that as well. You know, I don't know how often I'm going to do it. Whenever I can find info on these, I will try to put a video like this together because it's fun for me to go through and look at all these new releases. So I figured it'd be fun for you guys to hear about them as well. Again, the majority of these aren't yet available in the US, but there are a couple that you can pick up now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments, what are some new releases that you're most excited about? Whether it be any of the ones in this list, or if I missed some, let me know down below in the comments as well. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support as always on these videos. Have a lot of fun producing content like this for you guys. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow night with another one. Take care.